Hello and welcome to 7 Super Series. I'm Ben from the Bonehead Podcast, and today I'm joined by Rick. How you doing today,
Hi.
Rick? You alright?
Yeah, good.
Fantastic. Rick was previously on the pre-series and played a couple of games with us using his Pro Elves.
Yes.
Some good games. But today, this episode is the first episode and the first game of round 3 of the first series of 7 Super Series. A round robin with 5 teams over 5 rounds before they go into the finals. So, for this game, we are going to be seeing the Snow Spiders human team and the Wild Hunters Wood Elf team play off against each other. Rick, which team are you going to be piloting?
Have to go Wood Elves.
Going to go Wood Elves. You're quite a prolific elf player, really, aren't you?
I seem to be.
Yeah.
It's not intentional, but I seem to like them.
So, the best bit about having Rick on here is that he actually won our Sevens tournament, Sewer Bowl Sevens, a couple of months ago. So
I still think I was lucky.
what was it? 1 by a point or 3 points?
It was. There were some tough games.
It was a heck of a day. So Rick's played quite a lot of sevens, so I'm not expecting super things here. So what we'll do is we'll talk through each of the lists, have a quick chat about how we think the game's going to go, and then we'll get right into it. So let's start with your team, Rick, the Wild Hunters. So we'll bring it up on the screen, and we will look at the Wild Hunters roster. So these guys are 0-2. They've had 2 very unfortunate games so far, and it is possible that it is because their build is slightly suboptimal, but we thought it was more exciting. So we have got a War Dancer, a Thrower, 2 Catchers, and 3 Linemen. Because it's round 3, these guys start with 3 skill ups. So we've got Strip Ball on the War Dancer, which should be really good. The Thrower has got Leader. It started the season with that to get that reroll, which are twice the price in 7, so it's useful to have. And after the last game, Ben gave Light Feet, the Catcher, Leap, because he had so much fun with the War Dancer leaping around. And actually, Movement 8, Sprint, Catcher with Leap is a huge threat.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're inherently weak side, and that War Dancer is quite pivotal, isn't it? So
War Dancer is a huge player, both for offense and defense. This team should have a fantastic offense with 2 Movement 8 Catchers and a Thrower in there. And everybody is moved 7+ with Edge 4, so very agile. But everybody is also Armour 7, which can be, as we've seen so far, like you said, their downfall.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm concerned, they're just better Skaven. So
but I love throwing balls, so
that's good. So for our 2 Catchers should be entertaining. We will have a look at the Snow Spiders now. So the Snow Spiders are a human team. They're 1-0. They won their first round. Well, they won their first game, which was in the second round against the Orcs. Really tight game, really good game. And they have got an Ogre, a Thrower, 2 Blitzers, and 4 Linemen. So
that's a solid lineup, isn't it?
Very solid lineup, with a bench as well. So they've got 1 guy spare. So they've got an Ogre, Zizzles, the Mighty, who has got Block on a double. We've got Joe Rogue, their Thrower, with Leader, again for that pivotal reroll in 7s.
Yep.
They've got 2 Blitzers that are just generic, and after the last game, David Donovan was given Kick. So Ben piloted these guys to victory in the last round, and he thought that actually they've got such a decent punch with the Blitzers a move 7 and the Ogre with Block that popping that Kick down gives them a lot of manoeuvrability.
I wouldn't disagree with that, actually.
I was really impressed with how they played out.
Yeah.
And the Ogre was great fun. I mean, blitzing strength 5 with Block is fantastic. So it should be interesting. How are you feeling your chances are, Rick?
It's a solid. Yeah, look good.
Well, Wood Elves, they should be able to score 1 billion points. But I'm thinking this human team might be able to cause a couple of casualties. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
That's going to be the trick, isn't it?
So one thing to note before we go into the game is that the NAF have recently reviewed the 7s rules.
Oh, okay.
So they've clarified a couple of points. The biggest one is that previously there was nothing in the rules to say that the halfway line stopped being the halfway line.
That became an issue at the tournament.
It did, because the old rules had it go away and the new rules didn't mention it at all. So we've been playing the beginning half of this season using the most recent rules, which basically left it that the halfway line was the point at which, if the ball went over, it became a touchback. It became a touchback. That rule has now been clarified. So it's only a touchback if it goes into your opponent's, past your opponent's line of scrimmage, basically.
Right.
So onside kicks will become a lot, well, probably just as risky, but we should see some more close play
with
the
kick,
ball.
that's going to be...
Exactly, which was completely fortuitous, and that was released after Ben chose that skill, unless he had inside knowledge. I would like that. Okay, all set, Rick?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
Right, let's get the game on.
Let's roll some dice.
So here we have the Wild Hunters, the Wood Elf team. Rick, would you talk us through what we're running?
Right, so I have my 3 linemen here. I've got my thrower, who is got leader. My catcher here, who has an additional skill of leap. And my war dancer.
And here we have the Snow Spiders, the human team. We have got 2 blitzers at the front, an ogre who has block, a thrower who has leader, 1, 2, 3, 4 linemen, one of which has a kick. The first roll has to be the most important one, which is the weather roll. So 1 dice each, Rick. It's an 8, thank goodness, it's regular weather. Then we do fan factor, so I believe the humans have +2 fan factor?
Fan factor of 1.
Oh, 1. And the Wood Elves
Have none.
Okay, so humans. It's a total of 5.
It's a total of 5.
So
you
no, no, it's evens because I get +1.
You're
which makes it
+1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So nobody has any fame, and then the kick roll. It's a 6.
It's a 2.
Okay, so humans get to choose. So they're bashy. Wood Elves are not. If I kick to you, you might score quickly. We'll go for the 2-1 grind. So I will kick. The Snow Spiders are all set up, as are the Wild Hunters. So we have got David Donovan, our kicker, which means that we can essentially half the die roll of the lowest dice when we do the kick. And as we've had the rules changes, or at least the rules clarification, I'm going to try and be cheeky. So we're going to go there. We're going to go there, actually. Let's go right in the middle. And we'll go 2d6. So it goes 0 or 1 to direction 4. Now direction 4 is this way, so I will choose not to use kick, so it will go 1 square there. And then the kickoff table. 7. Weather again. 3. I believe weather happens.
Yes.
So very sunny, which is -1 to all passing rolls.
Woohoo.
Which could be interesting as far as the Wood Elf passing game is concerned. So the wind blows it 1 extra directional, which is a 1 to here, and then the ball lands and bounces to 1 and lands just there.
Oh.
That literally could not have been a better kick.
I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a lineman to here. Here. He's going to go to there. My thrower's going to go to there.
So one skill Wood Elf throwers don't start with is sure hands. But normally you're picking it up on a 2+, so it doesn't matter too much.
Oh, he's going to go there. There. If I'm blitzing and I land on the ball,
You have to try and pick the ball up before the blitz.
fine.
You move into the square, and as soon as you move into the square, you have to pick up the ball. So for Wood Elves, that would be a 3+.
Okay, so my War Dancer is going to try and pick up the ball and blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so straight 3+, +1, -1. He makes it. So that's 7. He's picked up the
Okay,
ball,
so he's on the ball.
and now it's a 1-die blitz. Both
That's-
down. But we
both
both
have block.
have block.
So
That's 8 for the blitz.
I'll take that.
And are you going to move him out and go for it, or are you going to leave him in place?
He is going to move out. So I need to go for it,
Yep.
which he does, and then he needs to dodge. Sorry, I'll get my hand out of the way.
Which
Which
he
he
makes.
does. So he can come back to here. And this guy will come forward and stay there. Right.
Human turn 1. So, kicking so close seemed like a great idea at the beginning of the game. This can only go well or wrong. So the very first thing we're going to do is blitz with the ogre. So, let's roll for Bonehead. He makes it. And he will jump in there and blitz. So he's strength 5 against strength 3, 4. So he still gets 2 dice.
Yes.
But Wood Elf War Dancers have block and dodge, so can Blodge survive? It can. So the both down stops anything from happening. There's not going to be an awful lot that we can do to actually stop this from happening. So we're going to go just. He's going to stay there. 1, 2. There. He will come back. 1, 2. This blitzer will pop himself in base contact with that catcher. Now this one's got catch, leap 1, 2, 3, so I'll pop him in base contact there, and he will drop him back. Now what's going to happen is the War Dancer is going to leap, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and get those tackle zones up. That said, doing that leaves a massive gap over here, but I don't think it's going to matter a huge amount. That'll do it for the humans.
So he's going to leap to there.
So that's 1, 2 squares, and he just needs a straight 3+.
And I roll the
fails it.
1.
But you do have 1 leader reroll.
Oh, that's not where I want to spend it. Okay.
He
3.
makes it. So that's 1, 2. And a dodge
For a
roll
dodge.
to get to there. 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Into the end zone.
My War Dancer is going to hand the ball off to my thrower.
So throwers in no tackle zones, that's 2+. Makes it.
Yes. And now I'm going to try and pass the ball. 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 3.
So that will
So
be
it's
a
8 and
long
3.
pass.
So it's a long pass.
So -1. So for an elf, that's a 4+.
However, it's very sunny.
So it's a 5+. But he does have a pass reroll.
5.
It's a 5. And a 2+ for a touchdown. And he catches it.
Just.
That's a
Just
touchdown for the Wood Elves. The humans, and we've got the thrower back to receive. So Rick, would you do me the honour of placing the ball?
Yes.
Now remember, it can land anywhere except in your
I'm
part of the
gonna
field.
try there.
So 2d6 and a d8 to see where it's going to land. So 1 square to 7. So it just travels along to the side of the pitch, 1 square.
Where is 7? Where's your throw? Oh, that's it's written on the field. Sorry. Brain fade. That way.
And then 2d6 for the kickoff table. It's
10.
a 10, which is a charge. So
Oh.
you get to choose 0, 1, 2 or 3 and move everybody on your team that exact amount forward. What's it going to be, Rick? Is it going to be 0 and wait for the humans to come to you, or is it going to be 3 and go for the pressure? Nobody chooses 1 or 2.
It's got to be 3, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3.
And then the ball bounces.
8, which is diagonally back.
That's pretty good. Okay, human turn 2. We've got the ball right in front of us. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a cage first of all. 1, 2, and then we're going to go there. We'll bring this guy over as well. 1, 2, and then there. Into base contact with that elf. And then we are going to pop this blitzer there in defense. We're going to bring this human 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got leap, you've got edge all day long, but at least apply a bit of difficulty to it. And then we'll do the thing. We're going to blitz with the ogre, who, despite rolling the bonehead's face, did not bonehead. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll have a crack at the war dancer. So that's still 2 dice.
5, yep.
And you've still got blodge. And you know what? We're going to have a crack at the lineman instead. And that's just as well. So we'll pop him back there, and we won't follow up with the ogre. So roll in for
Oh.
10 breaks the armor. Haven't used mighty blow yet.
Oh!
The ogre gets an absolute corker and takes out a lineman. Now it is a resurrection format, but just out of interest, he would have killed him dead.
Oh, goodness me.
Well done, Zizzles. So with that guy gone, we're going to move up the ball carrier. Well, the thrower picker man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take out multiple models, and then hopefully pick up on a 3+.
Hey.
He does. Now, I don't know if there's any good place to be on a pitch where there is a war dancer, so we'll just assume that that is it. And then we'll move this blitzer 3 into base contact with that wood elf and call it there.
My catcher's going to move up for some support. I'll start with a 2-die block on this guy with my lineman. And I get a pow. So I will push him there. Okay, I probably don't want that, but we'll follow up. And I will do an armor roll. He's alright.
Huzzah for human armor.
It's probably quite suicidal, but I'm going to bring my catcher
2, 3.
into here, and then my war dancer is going to dodge out.
Is he blitzing
and
or
he's
just
going
dodging?
to blitz. So he's going to dodge out to here. 3,
Makes it.
2, 3. Come into here. Now he cancels his tackle zone out.
He
And
does.
he gives me a +1.
So that's
it's
a 2-die
two-die
block. And your guy has strip ball
And he's got
and
strip ball.
block. So, goodbye ball. It's a skull and a push. Now the push doesn't take him down, but it will pop the ball out after the push resolves.
Right, so he's got to go that way.
And are you following up?
Doesn't want to, but yes he is.
Okay, so scatter the ball, Rick. It goes to 7.
Well, onto your blitzer.
Okay, so the blitzer will try and catch it, and he is at -1 at the moment, so that's a 5+. He drops it as well.
Okay,
And
shall
let's-
I roll a scatter?
Yes,
8.
which goes into
This guy.
yeah onto his body, and then again
Okay.
7 goes
So
right
there.
next to the sideline.
Okay.
So you've activated the war dancer. I mean, he's still got movement.
Yes.
You've activated him, so the catcher does have a kind of free
Yes, he does, doesn't
free
he?
pass at the ball.
I'm gonna activate my catcher and try and pick this ball up.
So,
So 1, 2,
talking of 2s, we need a 2+. It's a 5, so that's 1, 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is he going for it?
He's going for it.
He makes it. Is he going for it again?
Oh, here we go.
He gets
He
it.
gets it.
So turn 3 and 2-0 up for the Wood Elves.
Oh.
Wood Elves have scored again, so they've set up again and are kicking again.
However, we're a player down.
So we're going to go to plan B for the humans and clear the pitch.
Alright, I'm going to put that
Right in front of the ogre.
right in front of the ogre.
So 2d6 and a d8. 2 squares to 3.
3 is diagonally back.
That's
So
not bad.
1, 2.
And then a kickoff table. Hoping for weather, I think, Rick, aren't you?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It's
5.
a 5, which is offensive motion. So offensive motion allows me as the receiving team to reorganise my players. So we are just going to pop our guys up closer to where the ball is going to land. And that's really all we can do. So Rick, bounce the ball.
6.
Back to there. And that will be the beginning of my turn 3. Okay, I don't think there was anything massively wrong. 3, 4, 5, 6 with the strategy before. 1, 2, 3. And 1. 1, 2. Let's keep the blitzers on the corner of the cage. And we will try and move the ogre. So, bonehead.
Oh no.
There it is, but at least I didn't use my blitz. Not that there's anyone to blitz. So, let's apply the bonehead marker to the ogre. And then we will carry on deploying our guys. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just scare that guy. And then we'll try and pick the ball up. 1, 2, 3. Can he do it?
Yes.
3 plus. And we're probably going to have to leave that like that.
So my lineman is going to move here. My catcher is going to move here. War dancer is going to block.
Okay, so he gets 1 support, so that's 2 dice. Pow.
I'll take that. So I will push you there and I will follow up.
Okay, let's see the armor roll.
No, he's
He's
fine.
just fine.
This guy is going to blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And he gets 1 support as well, so that's another 2 die block.
And he'll take the...
Yeah, does not have dodge.
He'll put you to there. He's not going to follow up.
Okay.
He's going to roll an armor roll. And he's also fine.
Luckily for the humans, although every other roll's been okay, the armor not been great for the Wood Elves so far.
Okay.
That felt very tennis commentary.
He's going to go to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's me done.
Turn 4 for the humans. Okay, the ogre is boneheaded, but we've got probably the best shout to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and blitz with him. So we will try that very first of all. So on a 2+, the ogre can blitz. He's okay. So we get rid of this wonderful marker, and then he will go 1, 2, 3. And he will have a go at this chap there. Now catcher's 2 strength, but I'd still only get 2 dice because you've got a support. So, and he's got dodge as well, so he's going for the lineman.
Yes?
Yep. So take the dodge style, and we'll pop him straight back, and I'll follow up into some base contact, and let's see if he can carry on causing carnage.
Yes, he can.
10 again. And
6,
he's just
7.
stunned. But, popped him in a good position there. That is the blitz move over. He will stand up, 1, 2, 3, and just stay in place. So, what I can do is move the cage up a bit. Now, I don't have a lot of good options here. I can try and swing out. That war dancer is going to be a problem, I think. That is kind of what they do. So we'll go 1, 2, and then we'll move him up 1 square. We'll move the blitzer there. 1, 2, 3. That blitzer can go there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. creating a new cage with an ogre on the corner.
So, can I hold you guys off? That's the question.
2 turns, and the ball is 11 squares away.
Okay, so first of all, my catcher is going to dodge out.
So 2+, but he does have dodge.
With a dodge reroll. I don't like these ones though.
So that's 1.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to stop there. He's going to dodge out, which he does. 1, 2. He is going to try and dodge to here, which he does. So he will go in there. And he will dodge to there, which he does. He can turn over. And that's my move.
Righto. Turn 5. So humans have got 2 turns left to score. It's very tempting to go for an ogre blitz here to get the 3 dice. However, we're not going to, because it will be a 1. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to use a blitz with this blitzer. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Now he's strength 3 and the catcher is only strength 2, so he still gets 2 dice. So we'll see if we can't get a POW. And that is a push and a push. And you know what? We'll tuck him in there and we'll follow up and just keep him pinned in. So that does kind of make a running avenue. We'll see if we can't use the ogre. So is the ogre's going to try and move? There we go. Could have blitzed with them after all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to be very reckless and we're going to go for it to there.
Well, that'll be a dodge out.
Oh golly, yeah. Well, we'll go 3,
unless you
4,
go, yeah.
5, and then go for it to there. And he makes it on a 5. Okay. Everybody knows that a side cage against wood elves is a terrible idea. But I'm not sure we've got much more of a chance. Except to do this. Ogre! Go for it one more. To there. It's another 5. And you don't like these dice. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go for it. Okay.
Oh, no.
We haven't used our reroll, so we'll use our reroll. And it's another 5 to pop him there. And we'll move the ball carrier now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll tuck him in there. So he's going to get blitzed. There's nothing we can do about it, but he will have some supports, so it might be okay. Now we'll run some more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chuck him in there. And then we'll go 1 and 2. And just force those dodge rolls. That'll do us.
Very nice. Okay, this guy is going to jump out to here.
Okay, 2+. It's a 6. He's okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that puts a tackle zone on him.
Yep,
He's got a tackle zone on those 2,
exactly.
which gives me my 1 die block, which has to be with my war dancer.
Blitzing with the war dancer.
Blitzing with the war dancer. He's going to dodge out, which is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And here we go. 1 dice. No rerolls. That's a both down.
So that's okay actually, because I've got strip. Well, it doesn't matter.
Strip ball doesn't work on both down.
No. So you go down,
But
I've
I don't
got
have block.
So armor roll
Yep,
is fine. 8.
he is fine. But the ball scatters,
The ball goes 3.
which is diagonally. So that was 5 for the blitz. You could actually leap.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it. Why not? I'm going to leap onto the ball.
Okay, so that's a straight 3+.
Oh no!
It's a 2. The leap temptation is real.
Yes.
So
you need to roll an armour.
armour for the War Dancer.
Oh, you and your
A
armours.
million. It's not even with the ogre.
No!
He's out. Leap gets the War Dancer for a second week running.
And the ball scatters.
And the falling of the War Dancer's corpse
3
pushes the
goes
ball
out.
off the pitch. So it will come back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diagonally that way. 2d6. So it's probably going to go off the pitch. 7. And then it will come back on. So diagonally that way.
Here.
5 squares. It should be there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the ball bounces to 4. At least it's into a Wood Elf tackle zone. But that is a turnover. Human turn 6. Okay, we've got some things to do here. And the first of them is to turn the guys around so we know what's going on. And then this blitzer will block this catcher. It's only 2 dice.
And I have dodge.
You have the dodge, so he'll just chuck him in there.
Yes.
And follow up. We will try and block with the ogre. Does he bonehead? He does not. Now he will throw 3 dice.
Yes, because he's got 2, 5, 6.
And he's only strength 2.
Yes.
So
more than double.
3 die block. And the
I
ogre
have dodge.
The ogre has block.
Ah,
so he'll take him down.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, the ogre is on fire. He is on fire and will mighty blow for a casualty.
Oh dear.
Then this lineman will block that Wood Elf, so he's got support, so 2 dice.
Yes.
Take the POW, pop him there, and we will follow up. And we will roll for armour. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. He's only stunned. And then we will have a blitz with this guy. He will go 1, 2, and blitz with 1 support. So 2 dice. We'll take the push and push to there and follow up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a very tall order. So before we do the ball, we will have a block with this blitzer. 2 dice.
POW.
Take the POW. We'll pop him straight down towards the end and follow up. And then
Yes.
breaks the armour. He's stunned. So, had some very good casualties, but can we win the game? So, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and a 3+.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. So 4, 5, 6, and then the first go for it.
Yes.
He makes it, and this is it. Go for it into the end zone.
Hey!
He does it. We get a touchdown.
That was a strong turn.
So it's the beginning of the second half now. We're down to 4 Wood Elves, and because the humans kicked away, Rick is kicking to the humans now. So, Rick, where would you like the ball?
I'm looking a bit depleted here, aren't I? I'm going to go there.
Pop it back. And then 2d6 and a d8 for scatter.
Okay.
1 to 5.
So 5 is
Straight back. So there.
back.
And then
kick off
2d6. It's a 7, so it's changing weather.
Yay. 4.
That's nice weather.
So it scatters now twice.
It's not sunny anymore, so it blows to 7 and then bounces on the ground to 5, which is up there.
And over to you.
Okay, so turn 1 for the humans. Let's bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. build a cage out of the lineman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I might be better off using the blitzers to build the cage because they have block, but I think it'll probably be okay. We will just go for the ball now. 1, 2, 3. We'll try and pick up the ball. He does. 3, and then we'll go 4, 5. So we'll actually advance the cage already. Bring the blitzers round to put on the corners, using that block skill to hopefully defend it. We'll bring this lineman up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and tag a wood elf. And then we'll blitz with the ogre. This could be ridiculous. He's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go for it. And then go for it for the blitz. He does it. And that's 2 dice. And he's got block.
I
so
do not.
He'll pop that guy down where he is. 7.
8.
Mighty blow to 8. Stunned.
He's stunned.
This ogre is on a rampage. But that is it for the turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey.
Rewarded with a POW.
So I'll put you there.
Are you following up?
Don't feel the need, no.
It's a 9. Breaks the armor. It's a 9 as well. The human is knocked out.
So, 1 casualty. Well, half a casualty.
Removal is removal.
Okay, and I think he can turn over. And that will be my turn.
Human turn 2. Okay, so we've got the ball in a pretty good place. So we're going to try and blitz with the ogre because he's done a great job so far. Yep. And I could go this way for a 3 dice, but he does have dodge. Or we could go this way, make an opening, and hopefully, so 1, 2, 3. 3 and then 4. We'll blitz towards the end zone. So that's 2 dice because he's strength 5 against strength 3. And we will use the dodge star to pop him there. And we'll follow up. He's okay. But that does create a decent avenue. So, ball carrier, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we'll follow up with one of these blitzers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. We'll bring this guy up as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll bring a lineman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll threaten with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in that square. 6. And we'll get in 3 squares. At maximum aggro.
Okay, my turn 2. Now, I'm just running out of players, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go there. He's going to stand up and dodge out.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes the dodge roll.
5, 6. He's going to go there. 7. And he is going to stand up and dodge out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Makes it.
Just makes it. And go there. And
Seeing a bit of the elf stall here. Human turn 3. I don't want to make this seem too greedy, but I think we are going to go for an ogre blitz here. He's okay. And do we try and smash up the middle and get stuck in with the elves? I think we do. I think we do. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then blitz your leader man. 2 dice. Push and a skull. We'll take the push and we'll pop in the sideline there. And we'll follow up. So this does slow our cage down a bit, but we've got some good fighters. And he will go there. And we'll bring our other blocker. 1, 2, 3. Into some tackle zones there. We'll follow up with the ball carrier to there. And then we'll go 1, 2, 1 to there. Not perfect, but it will make it difficult.
He's going to dodge out.
Okay, he's got dodge. He doesn't need it. That's 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. I can see the 1 die.
He's going to dodge out.
Okay.
Yep.
He makes it.
One. He's going to blitz, but he's got to dodge in
Wow.
to 3 tackle zones.
So +1, -2, so that is a 5+. And he gets it on a 6.
And it's a 1 die block.
It's a 1 die block. Oh, absolutely rewarded.
Okay, so he's going to go there. He is going to follow up
He is following up.
because he's suicidal.
Let's see this armor roll.
Utterly rewarded.
So he breaks the armor, but he's only
He's
stunned.
only stunned.
But the ball does come out to the 1,
Oh, back on him.
right onto the blitzing.
That's not what I wanted, to be fair.
So he is trying to catch this on a 3, 4, 5+.
Which he doesn't.
Okay, and the ball scatters again. 4 goes
So
between
here.
those 2 humans.
Huh.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the elf.
Yeah, I think he's done his luck. I didn't expect to get that far, to be honest. Right, so he's got a dodge.
So that's +1, -1. He
And
does
he
not
doesn't.
make it.
He needs an armor roll.
Oh,
Which she's failed.
it's a 10. Oh my goodness me. He takes himself to hospital,
It's 2 elves that have taken themselves out.
but he would only be badly hurt. Okay, so that was a heck of a play. But I think we're going to stay true to form and blitz with the ogre.
Yep.
I love these dice. So I'll just shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And the ogre is going to go 1, 2, and we'll blitz that elf there. So that is 5, just 2 dice. But that's all he needs because he was just going for the push. So we'll pop him there, and he will follow up. Oh, and he'll take the corpse of the thrower with him. So that does pop that elf into the tackle zone of this blitzer. And that blitzer will block, but he gets nothing, so it's a 1 die block. What's the worst that can happen?
That? Reroll.
And we'll use the reroll into that. So we'll pop him to the 7, and he will follow up. 7 doesn't break the armor, but does free up the ball. Do we go lineman? We do go lineman, but do we secure the ball first? I think that's kind of important against elves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I'll flip your thrower
Thank you.
over for you.
And then the lineman will go 1 and try and pick up the ball.
Hey!
And then 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're quite right, Rick. He actually just runs it straight in. Magic.
Doink, 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 doink.
We've got one guy knocked out, and he's back. But we're going to be kicking, so he just goes into reserve. So humans are kicking to the remnants of this Wood Elf team, and we've got the kicker still, so I think we're just going to leave the ball there.
And roll some
Let's
dice.
see what we can do. So 2 to 8, which I will half to make it 1 square.
1,
And then the kickoff table.
8.
Brilliant coaching. So no one had fame, so it's just d6. So it's a 3 for me. And it's a 4 for Rick. So 4, Rick, you get a reroll.
Oh,
You get a reroll.
I'll take it.
And then the ball doth scatter to 3. Okay, so you are about to start your turn 4, so you've got 3 turns with 3 elves for the win.
Okay. He's going to come back here. He's going to come back here. And he's going to jump on the ball. Pick
And
it
he
up.
Gets it.
And he's going to come back here. That was my turn 4. Stay away from that ogre.
Human turn 5. So these guys have got incredible speed. So what we're going to do is we're just going to threaten. So ogre, move. There we go. Thank you, Bonehead Face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get some pressure. We're going to move one of the blitzers up as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll move a lineman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we will keep this guy in reserve here. We will move up him. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure there are some tackle zones to get through. We'll move him up. 1, 2, 3. Again, making sure there's tackle zones. And then we've got a thrower in the middle, who if I place there, will make it a bit harder for you to get through.
Okay.
And I don't imagine Harold
1,
Bishop is either.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This elf is going to blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 2 dice for 1 support. I don't have dodge.
So I shall put you there. 6 and 7.
We're going to see a side cage launch pad here, probably.
Good. And armor is fine. And yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's about as good as I can get, I think.
Turn 6 for the humans. So this is essentially for the draw. And what we're going to do is we're not going to blitz with the ogre.
Come on.
It seems very tempting, but we're gonna sell some lives here. So this guy, 1, 2, 3, in place, and the thrower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there. And we are going to blitz with the blitzer. 1, 2, 3. So that's a 2 die block.
Yes.
Because of the thrower on the sideline. We'll take the POW, we'll pop him down there, and we will follow up and get that tackle zone on the ball. 10 breaks the armor. Stunned. Okay. So we've got a tackle zone on the ball. Let's see if we can't double down. So we'll try and move the ogre, who would have blitzed after all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's chuck him in there as a big roadblock. And we'll move this guy. 1, 2, 3. We'll bring him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And I think he's going to have to go 1. Can't because there's a tackle zone.
Can't get out. He's locked in.
Going to have to fight.
Could have done with that leap.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he'll leave him there. Wood Elf turn 6.
He is going to move there.
Okay.
And let's just roll a 6. Right.
Not so much.
I don't think that's going to be enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, not enough.
Seems appropriate. And that finishes on a 2-all draw. Good game, Rick.
Thank you very much.
So that's our game of Wood Elves versus Humans. Finished with a 2-all draw. It was a game of 2 sections. I don't know about quite halves, but it was great to see the Wood Elves Wood Elfing. So
yes, until I managed to lose most of my team.
The Ogre.
Yeah, he was a beast, wasn't he?
Zizzles was fantastic. 2 casualties, and definitely popped a load of guys on the ground.
He did.
That guy was awesome. That said, your catches were great. The guy with Leap, I think he was the one who got 2 touchdowns, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
And
so he really starred.
I think he only leapt once, but it felt like it enabled him more as a catcher. So you've got that movement, and actually you can just get away with doing that a little bit more if you need to. So yeah, turn 2 touchdown, turn 3 2-0 up for the Wood Elves, and then a human grind on the way back, and then a human equalizer in the second half, ending up with 3 Wood Elves. And actually, you were a couple of crazy dice rolls away from taking it 3-2. I just had the player advantage to literally box you in. And
yes, you did. Yeah, at the end there.
And you said it, if I had one of my leapers left, would have been a 3+3+ touchdown. 3+2+ touchdown, basically, at the end.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they just, that's it though, isn't it? The survivability of the Wood Elves is.
And we did see that demonstrated with the War Dancer taking himself out on the leap.
Yeah.
So yeah, some crazy rolls there. So that takes the Wild Hunters to no wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. So they've got 1 game left to go, which will be against the Halflings. And hopefully, if they pull off a win, they'll be 1-1 and 2. And they just need to hope the Halflings don't do very well to get into the playoffs. Now, we saw some great stuff from the Wood Elves there. They're going to get a couple more skills before the finals. If they get into the playoffs, they can definitely outscore anybody else if they don't die.
If they don't die. And, you know, looking at the build, which we discussed at the start of the game, and whether that was the right combination. Look, the truth is, I like the catchers, I like the thrower. If you went with 2 War Dancers, you're only using linemen. However, they are very good. They're very capable, aren't they?
And the skills could be used to develop those linemen into players. That said, if you went with the 2 War Dance build, you wouldn't be able to get leader until game 3. So you've got 2 guys leaping with no rerolls, or 1 guy leaping with 1 reroll. That's the balancing factor. But talking of skills, the Wild Hunters, Rick, as you piloted them to a glorious draw, you get to choose the next level up. So this will be a normal because they're a tier 1 team. What are your thoughts? You've got 2 leapers already. Are we thinking another leaper?
No.
Probably too much.
Yeah. Look, I think it has to be sidestep on the War Dancer.
So why sidestep? I mean, you're a huge Pro Elf fan, and you do very well with them in 7s.
He's a block dodge.
He's a blodging leap guy.
He's got his dodge, so he's very survivable in a block situation.
The idea is he's going to stay on his feet,
and then you can choose where he goes.
You can choose,
and I think that's just massive.
Yep. You know what?
In fact, I think that's game changing.
He becomes probably one of the best elf players out there then at that point. Yeah. If he's not already, to be fair.
So. And that strip ball.
Was great.
Came in handy.
Yeah. And you're sidestepping, you're keeping him in contact with the ball carrier.
You've always got him where you need him.
And even if he goes down, you can still place him next to the ball carrier. He blitzes, you get to use the strip ball. So you've got leap strip ball, you've got sidestep you can position him.
He just needs to jump up after that and he's perfect.
Just next round.
The
other skill...
He becomes a big loss if you lose him.
Well, I think he's been lost in most of the games so far,
Yeah.
and it
And
always
it shows,
feels like
doesn't it?
it's 2 games.
Yeah.
It's Wood Elves with the War Dancer, 2-0 up by turn 3. Without the War Dancer, they drop 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
That's really interesting. So the Snow Spiders, our human team, man of the match was the Ogre.
That ogre.
And so the next skill for these guys is, it's actually another double, because they're tier 2, so they go normal, double, normal throughout the 5 games. I'm not convinced that many doubles will be needed, but I am tempted maybe to give a Blitzer dodge, make him a human blodger. What do you think about these guys? Do we give the Ogre dodge?
I don't know about dodge, but
No.
but
if
I
he
would
had
be
break
tempted to
tackle,
give the ogre something. Look,
he did great. He did some great work.
for a game of sevens, your positionals, you know, the blitzer, he's good. He does what he needs to do.
It's really boring, but is it a good idea to give the Ogre guard? Or maybe break tackle? Break tackle is great. Strength 5, so he's dodging everywhere on a 2+. It's not bad. The other alternatives we've got a bunch of linemen. Now, to be fair, they're taking block and things like that on normals. The blitzers are taking mighty blow and guard on normals. That would be probably another decent way to go. So
That's
far,
what I was thinking. Yeah.
so far they've played the orcs and now the wood elves, which means they've got halflings and chaos to go. And I think mighty blow would be great against chaos, but
Guard would be good against chaos.
so thinking guard, I agree with guard on a blitzer or an ogre. What do you think? Putting guard on the blitzer allows that mobility, so you can get a guy in a place and then hit with the other blitzer or the ogre. Not that you normally need guard when you're punching with the ogre. The other thing is actually you could put guard on the ogre, and you know, if he gets into a scrum, he's taken shots at strength 5 and guys around him are taking shots at strength 4. But
Yeah, well, that's it. The nice thing with guard on the ogre is he's still a tough target to take out, isn't he?
he is a tough target.
And he's going to be the support for your other
Yep,
positionals to do what they need to do.
I like that. So Zizzles, as a reward for doing a pretty good job and
He's,
probably saving that match.
he was a beast.
Actually, I think he did save that match. If Zizzles hadn't have taken out those elves, it would have been 3-2. If you could have one more elf in that last drive, I reckon that would have been a different
I
game.
think we just rename him from the mighty to the beast.
Zizzles the Beast. I like it. And he now has guard. Lovely. Well, Rick, thank you ever so much for joining me.
Great game.
Great game of sevens. To be fair, I'm not sure I've ever had a bad game of sevens. So it's
Nice.
a great variant. And all you guys out there watching, give sevens a go. Hopefully you've seen through these videos that it's actually really good, quick fun. It's a shot of Blood Bowl, really. So yeah, give it a go, and thanks very much for watching.